Hey students, welcome back. Today is our last video before the break. Alright, so here we go. First off, we're starting by balancing the following chemical reactions. So hit pause, balance these babies, and I'll see you down below. Okay, so our last video for this half of the unit is classifying types of chemical reactions. We're going to be able to identify what type of reaction we have based on what it looks like. So let's go ahead and get started. There are 5 major types of balanced chemical equations, and so let's get started with our first one, synthesis. All right, a synthesis reaction is where we form one substance. All right, we form one substance. So our generic example, we're going to write our products on all of our generic examples. All right, and our generic example here, if we've got A plus B, we're combining them to form one substance, so our product is AB. Notice how they're together? Notice how we formed only one. All right, so now if we look at decomposition, we have one substance breaking down. All right. And that's what we know about decomposition anyway. We're talking about breaking down. So our generic example here is we have AB, and it's going to break down into A plus B. All right. As we're moving on, we have a single replacement or displacement. That can be used interchangeably. Single displacement or single replacement. We have one element replacing another in a compound. All right, so we're talking about one element replacing another in a compound. So we have A plus BC goes to, so like A and B are going to switch places. So A is now going to be with C and B is going to be by itself. Notice how that one element replaces another in a compound. So if that was single replacement or displacement, double displacement is where two compounds switch partners. All right, two compounds switch partners. All right, so if we look, same thing here, A and C are going to switch places, so we're going to have A with D and C with B. And yes, there is an important way that we write them, but we'll discuss that at another time. All right, our last type of chemical reaction is a combustion of a hydrocarbon. Our combustion of a hydrocarbon means that we're burning a hydrocarbon. All right, we're burning a hydrocarbon. And this, we have a little generic, right? CX, HY. This can be any numbers, 2, 10, 50, all right? Plus O2, but we're always going to get, in a combustion of a hydrocarbon, carbon dioxide and water. This is what we get every single time we burn a hydrocarbon, CO2 and H2O. But remember, we're talking about a hydrocarbon. There are many other things that can burn, but it's not always carbon dioxide and water that you get as the products, because obviously we're not burning a hydrocarbon. Okay, so we have 5 examples down here, one of each type, and we're supposed to classify them what type is. The reason they are unbalanced is in case you want to go back and balance them, or maybe you can balance them as we work through. All right, so today we're just going to balance them. So our first one is AlOH3 goes to, and see how it breaks down into 2 or more things? That's going to be, writing in highlighter, that's going to be a decomposition. Notice how it's one substance breaking down. So we have decomposition. All right. So kind of what gave this away is we had one substance breaking down. And the second one, oh look, we only have one product. All right. So that's going to be a synthesis reaction because we only have one product. All right. Looking at this next one, it gets a little more challenging. All right. Oh, there's an element. Here's an element. And then that's a compound. An element plus a compound gives me a compound plus an element. Well, this is a single replacement. Did we say displacement above? I think we did. Awesome. Now looking at this next one, we have CH4 and O2. That should give it away right away. That's a combustion. All right, and last but not least, one substance right here. One substance, that tells us we have a decomposition. Notice how it breaks down into 3 things, but it still works. It is still decomposition. So the only one we didn't see was a double displacement. All right. I'm sure you'll see one of those on your assignment. Okay. See you guys next time.